go. Squad up, never roll alone. And we gon' ride on forever. We ride out together. Pull up right in your zone. Take over the street, that's how we roll. And we gon' ride on forever. We ride out together.
Hi guys, my name is Trevor Formula and thanks for watching this video. It's my first video in a very long time. The last one I made was the British Grand Prix preview, so I've missed 2 races in the season. Obviously I apologise for that, but as I said on my Facebook page, I'm hoping to make a lot more videos for the second part of the season, covering, as I say, the whole race weekend. So anyway, we've got a few things to talk about in this video today. The last race of the first part of the season was the Hungarian Grand Prix, probably the best race of this season. It was very eventful, and there was loads of drivers out of place and drivers outshining other teammates and things like that. It was very, very interesting. As you know, Sebastian Vettel took the checkered flag for his second win with Ferrari, in his second win this season after the win at the Malaysian Grand Prix, the second race of the season. Fantastic result for him, and it was a fantastic result for Ferrari as well. As I say, their second win this season, and it's fantastic. The Ferrari flag flies in Maranello when they have a win, so that'll have been up. And also as well, I'm not sure if it stays up all the time, but if it has, that means it'll be flying for about 3 weeks until the Belgian Grand Prix. And you know, who knows, it might be flying again if the Ferraris can pull off a win in Belgium. It was a fantastic race for both Red Bulls of Daniel Ricciardo and Daniel Kvyat. Kvyat finished second and Ricciardo finished third. Both podiums for Red Bull, both in the points, which means they will fly up in the constructors' table. It also boosts sort of the driver, how good the drivers are, especially Daniel Kvyat, who, as I say, is new into the sport, now shining his teammate as well, which is absolutely fantastic. So it was a fantastic result by both Red Bulls. And also as well, if you remember a couple of races ago, Helmut Marko said that the Toro Rossos were outshining them. Well, you look at this race and you think, well, that's not right, because Red Bulls have been doing fantastic. One of their best results, I'd say, for a long time. Probably looking back to, as I say, 2013 with Sebastian Vettel and Mark Webber, when they used to dominate races and both finish on the podium. So that was really good. Both Mercedes didn't make the podium, which was the first time in something like 2013, even 2012, which was sort of fantastic. I mean, I know you will be behind the winning drivers, but it's a bit of an odd sport in a way, because when Sebastian Vettel was dominating, back in 2012 to 2013, especially through the latter years, you were all, I don't want him to be on the podium, I don't want him to win, I want someone else to win. And I remember watching like the Singapore Grand Prix, he was getting some boos because wanted to see another driver on the podium, and when someone else came through to win, it was fantastic. Anyway, so this year, and even last year as well, when Lewis Hamilton and the Mercedes drivers were dominating, maybe it's a bit like, well, I want to see someone else being on it. This race, Hungary, definitely showed that Formula 1 isn't one-sided, and there's other teams and other drivers wanting for the win, for good points, and basically just shuffling the race up. The two McLarens did a fantastic job for once this season. It's the best race for them this season. I'd say in a good few years. Again, they're obviously fantastic. Their good years, I'd say, was when they had Lewis and Jensen in the team. So this race was definitely a good one for them. They were both in the points. So that really is fantastic, and it definitely shows what finally they can do and make progress, actual progress towards something. And obviously I'm hoping that, I mean, even if it's as I say, the last few races of the season, something like Abu Dhabi, as long as they have a good result by then, maybe even make the podium or a win, wouldn't it be fantastic if they were just holding back and then they'll just explode at the last race of the season and then win the race or something like that. So it was fantastic. Lewis Hamilton finished 6th in the race, which was sort of disappointing for him, to think that he's always been at the top and fighting with the big boys on the podium and wins. But he still got some points, and he extends his lead at the top of the table. He got 202 points, leading Nico Rosberg with 181, and Sebastian Vettel in third with, I haven't checked, but something like that. Sebastian and Nico are the two pursuers that could stop Lewis especially at this time. But like last year, it's fading away, and obviously, as we knew, I'd say from about now, it became only Nico could stop Lewis because of how many points both Mercedes were running away with. Anyway, so the next thing I want to say is obviously before the Hungarian Grand Prix, the F1 paddock experienced some very sad news of the passing away of Jules Bianchi after his crash in the Japanese Grand Prix in 2014, and I was absolutely devastated to hear that. Must be absolutely devastating in the F1 paddock as well. His funeral was attended by Formula 1 drivers, past and present, and people, inspirational people who were with him, moving forward. I know members of the Marussia F1 team were with at the funeral, and people like Graham Loudon were definitely showing their respects. I also saw that what was great was showing respect was the Formula 1 drivers in the race, the sort of the stickers and the support that they had on the cars, saying, we're supporting Jules, pray for Jules, never be forgotten. Things like that were absolutely fantastic. And obviously, as you heard, Sebastian Vettel dedicating his win to Jules Bianchi, which I thought that would happen, and I thought that would be a very nice thing to say and to do. So that was very good. Hopefully the F1 paddock will never experience something like that again. Jules was the first fatality in Formula 1 since Ayrton Senna 21 years ago, and hopefully it stays like that and there's no more fatalities in Formula 1, and maybe even no more injuries in Formula 1, because I know how devastating that is, and Formula 1 knows how devastating that is also. And obviously I pray for Jules, and I mean, I just couldn't believe it when I checked on the internet and saw this. I just, you have no idea. I just couldn't believe it. Anyway, so next thing is, after the summer break, is the Belgian Grand Prix. Now the Belgian Grand Prix is a fantastic one. Ran at Spa-Francorchamps circuit. It's nearly 7 kilometers long. The track very long, very fast, very enjoyable. Last year it was won by Daniel Ricciardo in the Red Bull, which was fantastic. It was a fantastic drive by him. Now hopefully he can do this again in the race, which would be absolutely fantastic to do. It definitely showed that he was on top form after his third place in Hungary, and the team's double podium in Hungary as well, which is fantastic. Hopefully a win by Daniel, and I know that's what Red Bull will be going for, nothing but, and maybe even both drivers on the podium like they had in Hungary. Last year, obviously, we had the trouble between Nico Rosberg and Lewis Hamilton, which and I thought there was nothing into it, but people were saying that Nico was sort of getting in the way of Lewis, and obviously he hit him with his front wing and caused Lewis to have a rear wheel puncture, putting him out of the points, and could have been the end of the race for Lewis, and I know the team were absolutely devastated by that. Personally, I didn't think anything of it. I thought it was a genuine mistake, but oh well. And so it'll be a fantastic race. I can't wait to watch it. I love watching Belgium, especially the 2012 Belgium, when I think it was about 8 seconds in, that unbelievable crash was absolutely fantastic. It's a fantastic start at Belgium. It's a fantastic race. It'll be all the fresh Formula 1 drivers, all the new parts that'll be coming. They've had loads of development sent from the factories all over the world, and it'll be a fantastic race to watch. Anyway, so coming up my channel, obviously, as I said, I'll be covering a lot of the races, hopefully all the races for the second part of the season, so I hope you can stay tuned for that. In the meantime, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also like my Facebook channel. So thanks for watching this video, and I will see you I'll see you in my preview video of the Belgian Grand Prix. Thank you.